Staying up to speed on what's happening with the people and topics in your organization can work wonders for your productivity. Here's a closer look at how SharePoint My Sites keep you in the know.
Let's see if we can help our boss and others keep in the loop with topics and people that they're interested in. To make My Sites work best for you, you want to make sure that you've filled out your entire My Sites profile. Inside of My Profile, you simply need to click Edit My Profile, and you can fill out all of the necessary information here. Now, it's important to point out a couple of areas here that allow you to be tracked by others in SharePoint. If I want everyone to know that I'm interested in Excel services, I would need to enter it like it's been done here. And that is done by simply typing the item in. Let me show you. When you begin typing, suggestions are listed for you, and you can choose them from the list. At which point you need to click Save and Close, and that item is saved. Now take a look at this. Sanjay has the ability to check all of his tags and notes. He has, in fact, tagged documents. So let's take a look at how that's done. Back here on our home page, there's an Excel Services sample workbook, and that's Sanjay's main point of interest. He can come up here to the ribbon and click I like it, or he can simply click Tags and Notes. I like it is a general term and lets people know that you generally like the document. For something more specific, you'd click Tags and Notes. Here we see that I like it and Excel Services have been entered as tags. The I like it was entered automatically, and the Excel Services was entered specifically by us. At which point we saved it, and then we closed it. Now, back here at Sanjay's My Site, we can see in his profile, under Tags and Notes, that Excel Services filters this list to show everything he's tagged with Excel Services. And I like it filters his activity list for everything he's tagged with I like it. Now that we see how an individual can set himself up to be tracked and noticed by others, we need to see how others can track that individual. So here we are in Eric's profile. Eric recently discovered that he's going to be working closely with Sanjay, and he wants to start tracking his activity so that he can keep track of Sanjay's activities and the documents that Sanjay is reading regarding their common interest. To do that, he needs to add Sanjay as a colleague. Here inside of colleagues, you can see several that are listed, but we need to add a colleague. He's going to type in Sanjay's name and click OK. Eric is presented with a list of suggested people based on their association with Sanjay. He has the opportunity to add them as colleagues as well. For now, he's simply going to skip this activity. And now, Sanjay has been added to the list of colleagues. Now, when he goes to his site, he's informed inside of his newsfeed of all the activity Sanjay's been up to. Now, please notice this. Sanjay tagged the document Excel Services Sample Workbook. And it also says, with your interest, referring to Eric's interest in Excel Services. That's because he listed in his profile, under the Interest section, that he too was tracking Excel Services and those activities associated with it. And that's why his newsfeed indicates that that is his interest as well. So, using your My Site and using tagging to track your personal interests is an extremely useful tool. Adding a colleague so that you can mutually track your shared interest is even more powerful.